Hi, my name is Ryan McNally and this is my 27th coaching log on the UCLan Coaching and Experience module. Today I'm going to look over what I've learned since the start of the module, kind of reflecting on the whole process right from the start. The first thing out the blocks was for me that the power of reflection. Reflection for me has been really crucial. I didn't realise until I started this module how important it was that I look over sessions and review what went well, what didn't work so well, how I could have improved it, what I could have done better as a coach and as a person, as well as obviously the team. But you know, even little stuff like how did I approach that situation dealing with that kid and his emotions at the time, or how did I deal with the group situation at a specific point in the game that we play. But I feel like it's really helped with my personal development and obviously tweaking things throughout the session, and trying to proactively stop it from happening again. So if I can see a bit of tension brewing between two players, it may be that I put them in pairs and get them to work together, you know, to kind of achieve a mutual objective. And by doing that proactive work and reflecting on the previous session, I'm then putting out a fire which doesn't need to occur. And I feel like that in itself has really improved since I started this module. And I feel like if I'd carried on without doing this module into year 2, I feel like I wouldn't have been able to do that as beneficial, as well as good as I have been, because it's something that I've really started to appreciate since taking a deeper, more insightful view into reflection. Another thing I'm going to look over since kind of what I've learned is since the start of the module is like how my practices have developed. I'm more professional. Even little things like my shirt will always be tucked in, my cones will always be straight. I use the same colour cones, basics, but just help to make everything look a bit more clean and professional, really help. My sessions are starting to become a bit more higher quality, especially coming into second year. I'm going to a lot more detail and I'm able to retain a bit more information about what I'm supposed to be delivering, how, you know, my numbers. I'm being able to adjust stuff on the spot a lot quicker, and I feel like it's really beneficial for what I'm trying to deliver, and how I'm able to reflect my professionalism throughout my practices has been really good and really kind of positive to see and reflect on. Two little things that I've noticed have improved drastically are like a better tone of voice, a more improved voice tone and body language. I'm a lot more upright and I look energetic, I sound energetic, and you know, it feels like I'm making a difference. I've seen a lot more difference in, you know, the intensity of sessions. When it needs to be high, it's high because my body language and tone promote that, and when it's a bit more slow, a bit technical, I'm able to ease it off and it's a bit more relaxed. But it's a good little way and a good little key indicator just to reflect what you want to see from your performers, and by me being able to either be bouncing around, you know, really lively, sets the tone, or if it's a bit slower I can take it a bit easier, but still maintaining that professional standard. Another key thing that I've found that has really improved during my practices has been my Socratic questioning, so trying to find a deeper meaning behind stuff. So even just before the session, just asking how's school going, and just being interested in why, because I feel like if I can be interested in what they're doing, they're going to be more interested in what I say during the session. So just getting to know my players through Socratic questioning, even in the session. So why do we do this? Can you give me an example? Why would we do it there and not there? Just little things like that have really improved the standard and the quality of my delivery. And I've been really excited to use more Socratic questioning throughout the season. The last thing I'm going to look over in the topic of what I've learned since the start of the module is kind of how I've immersed myself in my coaching and development. I've really enjoyed just coaching and just doing more. So kind of reading books and reading more literature have really helped me. Just I'll read bits and I'll remember key phrases and little things will stick with me that I'm then trying to implement in a practice and seeing how it does, and then reflecting back and saying it didn't work that time, but could I use it in this situation where it might work. I'm looking at how I can develop as a coach as well. Um, Obviously going on qualifications, looking at CPDs, and just looking at like different webinars and seminars that I can attend to has been really beneficial for me, because it's just little key information that I want to take back and try, and then reflect and see if I did it well, and then change it and adapt, and just trying to improve it all the time, and always trying to be as prepared as I can. Be there early if I can, set up before no one's there, so when everyone comes out, it looks professional and it looks correct, and everything just looks as it should be, in a way, almost how it should be expected. But a little bit of research I found by O'Dwyer and Bowles in 2020 around self-learning and reading books and literature and developing highlights that self-study authenticates it as a means to increasing our understanding of the learning that occurs in a coaching community of practice. So kind of always looking to get a bigger depth of knowledge around my area, and always looking to improve in detail and standards and quality. And I feel like with more self-learning and obviously the learning that goes on in the university environment, I feel like it can only go up, and it's a really enjoyable path to be on.